Hello everyone, welcome to the English Globe. I hope you all are doing great today. It's a wonderful day to learn something new, something helpful, and something powerful. Thank you so much for joining us here. My name is Adam, and as always, I'm here with my great friend and co-host, Julia. Together, we're going to talk about something that can really change your English and maybe even your life.
Hi, dear listeners. It's so nice to be with you again. Thank you for being here. We're always happy to know that more and more of you are learning English with us, step by step, every single day. In today's podcast, we will talk about something that is not just about English, it's about life. That's right. Our topic today is Improve Your English and Your Life, 10 Success Habits. This is going to be a very useful episode, especially for all of you who want to learn English and also become better, more successful people in your daily life.
Yes, this podcast is for you, the person who wants to grow, improve, and move forward. If you are learning English, that is already a great habit. And today, we will share 10 more habits that will help you improve your English faster and also help you live a better life. These habits are simple, clear, and easy to follow. You don't need to do all of them at once, but even if you start with just one, it can really make a big difference.
Absolutely. In this episode, we will talk about things like waking up early, setting small goals, practicing English a little every day, and building routines that support your growth. And don't worry, everything we say will be in easy and clear English, so that you can understand and follow along, even if you are just starting to learn.
And here's something very important, my friends. If you like this kind of podcast, and if you want more long, relaxing, and helpful English listening practice like this, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The English Globe. Subscribing helps you stay connected with us, and it also tells us that you enjoy this kind of content. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like this video. Your likes really help us reach more English learners around the world.
Yes. Please hit the like button and subscribe so you can get all of our new podcasts and videos. We make them with care and with you in mind. Also, if you want to read the full script of this podcast, we have made it available for you. You can find the link to our WhatsApp channel in the comments section below. Just go to the comments, click on the link, and you will be able to join our WhatsApp channel and read the entire script while you listen.
That's right. Reading and listening together is a very powerful way to learn. When you read the words and hear them at the same time, you can understand better, learn faster, and speak more clearly. So if you want to improve your English more deeply, don't forget to check that WhatsApp channel in the comment section.
And now let's get ready to begin. We're going to share 10 success habits, one by one, so you can listen, learn, and maybe even choose one habit to start using in your life today. Each habit is easy to understand and easy to try. We will explain everything step by step, and we will give you some good examples too.
Yes, and as we go through each habit, think about your own life. Ask yourself, am I doing this already? Or is this something I can start doing today? These are habits that successful people use. And English learners who practice these habits, well, they often grow faster, feel more confident, and stay more motivated.
That's so true. Success doesn't happen all at once. It's something that grows little by little every day, just like your English skills. And remember, we are here to help you on your journey. So, sit back, relax, and let's begin our first habit together.
All right, everyone, it's time to get started. Let's go into habit number 1 and discover how a simple morning routine can help you learn faster and live better. Stay with us. We're just getting started. Let's begin with habit number 1. Wake up early. Now, you might be thinking, why should I wake up early? I'm not a morning person. But waking up early gives you more time, more peace, and more energy to start your day in a good way. When you wake up early, your mind is fresh, and the world around you is still quiet. This is the perfect time to do something positive, like reading, writing, or practicing English.
That's very true, Adam. I used to wake up late and rush through my morning, and I always felt stressed. But when I started waking up early, I noticed a big change in my life. I had time to enjoy my coffee, think clearly, and even study for a few minutes. Morning time is powerful because it belongs to you. Nobody is calling you. Nobody is asking for anything. You are free to use this time for your growth and your goals.
Yes, and even if you just wake up 30 minutes earlier than usual, it can make a big difference. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. like some people say. Just start small. Try waking up 15 minutes early and use that time to listen to English, read a short story, or write something in your notebook. Over time, this small habit becomes a part of your life, and you'll feel more in control of your day.
I completely agree. When I wake up early, I feel proud of myself. I feel strong and ready. And guess what? That feeling gives me the motivation to keep going. So, dear listeners, if you want to change your life and your English, start with your morning. Make it quiet. Make it focused. Make it yours. And if you don't know what to do in the morning, just listen to this podcast or repeat what we say. That's already a great start.
Exactly. Many successful people talk about the power of early mornings. Whether they are business leaders, writers, teachers, or students, they all say the same thing. The early morning gives you time to think, plan, and grow. You can use this time to practice speaking in front of a mirror, write your goals in English, or simply sit and listen to your thoughts in silence. Waking up early is a gift to yourself.
Let me share something with our listeners. I have a small morning routine now. I wake up, drink a glass of water, and sit near my window. Then I open my English book and read 2 pages slowly. After that, I speak a few sentences out loud just to warm up my brain. This little habit takes only 10 minutes, but it helps me feel more focused all day. And the best part? It's so easy to do, even if you are busy.
That's a beautiful routine, Julia. And you know, many people say, I don't have time to learn English. But what if you could create time just by waking up earlier? That small change gives you extra minutes that belong only to you. No noise, no distractions, just you and your goals. And when you use that time to work on your English, even for 5 minutes, your skills will grow day by day, like a small tree becoming stronger.
And here's something important for all of you listening. Don't try to be perfect. If you wake up early one day but sleep late the next day, that's okay. Success is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Try again the next day. And again. Your body and mind will slowly adjust. One day, you'll wake up and realize that mornings have become your favorite time. That's the magic of building a habit with love and patience.
So let's try something simple. Tomorrow, just try waking up 10 minutes earlier. That's all. Use those 10 minutes to sit quietly, take a deep breath, and say a few English sentences out loud. Maybe you can say, "Today is a good day. I am learning English. I believe in myself." These small actions can create a big change inside you. When you start your morning with power, your whole day feels better.
Yes. And if you want to make it fun, you can prepare a small plan the night before. Write a few English sentences you want to practice. Keep your notebook or phone near your bed. When you wake up, just open it and begin. You don't need to think too much. Just follow your little plan. Slowly, your mornings will feel exciting, not difficult, and your English will improve without stress.
All right, friends, that was habit number 1. Wake up early. It's a small step, but it's also a powerful one. You don't need to do it perfectly. Just try. Just begin. The morning is your secret time, a time to build your dreams. And if you use it wisely, you will grow stronger every day. In our next habit, we'll talk about how to set small goals and make your learning simple and fun. So, don't go anywhere. Stay with us, and let's keep growing together.
Let's move to habit number 2. Set small goals every day. This habit is so simple, but it can really change your life and your English learning journey. Many people think they must do big things to be successful, but actually, it's the small things we do every day that bring big results over time. When you set small goals, you create a clear path forward, and that helps you feel focused, not lost.
Yes, and when I say small goals, I mean really small. For example, you can say, "Today I will learn 3 new English words," or "Today I will write 1 sentence about my day in English." These goals are short, easy, and not scary. And when you complete them, you feel happy, proud, and ready to do more. Success is not one big step. It's many small steps taken every day.
That's a great way to put it, Adam. When we try to do too much, we feel tired and we want to give up. But when we keep our goals small, we feel good because we can actually finish them. Every time you complete a small goal, you tell your brain, "I did it." That feeling is powerful. It makes you want to do more, and slowly you build confidence. Confidence is like a muscle. It grows with daily practice.
Exactly. And setting small goals is not only good for your English, it's good for your life too. You can make a goal like, "I will drink more water today," or "I will go for a short walk after lunch." These small goals help you take care of yourself and your health. And when you feel good in your body and mind, it's easier to focus on learning and speaking English.
I'd love to share an idea with our listeners. Every morning, take a small notebook and write 1 goal for your English and 1 goal for your life. For example, English goal: listen to this podcast for 15 minutes. Life goal: clean my desk. That's it. Just 2 simple goals. Keep the notebook near you and check the goals off when you finish. You will feel organized and successful, one day at a time.
Yes, and you can even say your goals out loud to yourself. Speaking them in English helps your brain remember them. For example, say, "Today, I will watch 1 English video and learn 3 new words." When you speak your goals, they become real. And this also gives you good speaking practice every day, without needing a teacher or class. It's a simple and smart way to build your skills.
And remember, your goals don't have to be perfect. Maybe you plan to read a short story, but you get busy. That's okay. Just try again the next day. Don't feel sad. The goal is to build the habit, not to be perfect. Even if you finish only 1 goal in a week, that is still progress. What matters most is your intention, the fact that you care and you are trying. That is the true success.
So let's try something fun right now. I want everyone listening to stop for a moment and think, what is 1 small goal I can set today? Maybe your goal is to write a short sentence in English, or maybe it's to practice a few new words. Take a deep breath and say it out loud. I'll give you an example. Today, I will learn how to use the word happy in a sentence. Just 1 small goal.
That's great. And if you want to, you can share your goal in the comments section of this video. We love to read your goals, and maybe your goal will inspire someone else. Learning together is always better. And don't forget, you can also find the full script of this podcast in our WhatsApp channel, linked in the comments section. That can help you read the words while you listen, and it makes your practice even stronger.
So let's repeat. Habit 2 is all about setting small, daily goals. They should be easy, clear, and simple. These small goals help you move forward without stress. They give you a plan, and a plan gives you power. One small goal today, one more tomorrow. Over time, your English and your life will change in amazing ways. Let's keep going. Habit 3 is coming next, and it's one of the most important habits of all. Practice English every day.
Now, let's talk about habit number 3, which is one of the most important habits for improving your English. Practicing every day. Many people believe they need to study for hours at a time to get better. But actually, it is more helpful to practice a little bit every day instead of doing a lot once in a while. When you practice English every day, even for just 10 minutes, your brain remembers better and you build your skills step by step, like watering a plant regularly to help it grow strong.
That's right, Julia. Consistent daily practice is key because it helps your brain get used to the sounds, words, and grammar of English. You don't need to have a perfect plan or a classroom. Just use every chance you get to speak, listen, read, or write in English. You can practice while doing simple things, like describing what you see around you or repeating words you hear. These small moments add up quickly, and after some time, you will notice big improvements. The secret is to keep going, even when it feels hard.
Exactly, Adam. And one of the best things about practicing every day is that it builds your confidence slowly but surely. At first, speaking English may feel strange or difficult, and you might make mistakes. But don't worry, making mistakes is a natural part of learning. When you practice a little every day, you become more comfortable and less afraid to speak. Over time, your brain learns to form sentences more quickly, and you start thinking in English instead of translating from your native language, which is an important step toward fluency.
Also, daily practice doesn't have to be boring or difficult. You can make it fun and interesting by listening to English songs, watching videos with subtitles, or reading simple stories that you enjoy. Even talking to yourself in English while doing daily activities helps a lot. For example, you can say out loud what you are doing, like, "I am cooking dinner," or "I am going to the store." This practice helps you connect English words with real-life actions, which makes learning easier and more natural.
Another helpful idea is to record yourself speaking English. It might feel strange at first, but listening to your own voice helps you hear your mistakes and notice your progress. You can try to say a few sentences about your day or read a short paragraph from a book or a script. Listening to yourself helps improve your pronunciation and makes you more confident when speaking to others. Plus, when you hear your progress, it motivates you to keep practicing every day.
Remember, the most important thing is to be consistent. Even if you only have 5 or 10 minutes each day, that small time is very valuable. Avoid waiting for perfect moments or feeling like you need to study a lot all at once. Instead, create a daily routine where English practice is a regular part of your day. You might practice in the morning, during lunch, or before going to sleep, any time that works for you. Making English a daily habit will help you improve much faster than long, occasional study sessions.
So, dear listeners, let's make a promise to practice English every day. Speak a little, listen a little, read or write a little. Anything that keeps you connected to the language. The more you practice, the easier English will become. You will find yourself understanding more, speaking more clearly, and feeling more confident. It is a journey, and daily practice is the most important step on that journey. Keep practicing, and you will see amazing results.
Now that we've talked about practicing every day, let's discuss another important habit for success: creating a positive learning environment. This means making your surroundings friendly and helpful for learning English. When your environment is positive, it becomes easier and more enjoyable to study. You want to be in a place where you feel comfortable, relaxed, and ready to focus on your English practice.
Exactly, Adam. A positive learning environment can be simple but very powerful. It doesn't mean you need a fancy classroom or expensive materials. It can be as small as a quiet corner in your home, a comfortable chair, and good light. When you have a special space for English learning, your brain starts to understand that it's time to focus and learn. This helps reduce distractions like noise, phones, or TV, so you can give your full attention to your English practice.
Another part of a positive learning environment is surrounding yourself with positive people who support your learning goals. This can be friends, family members, or classmates who encourage you, speak English with you, or motivate you to keep going. When you have people around you who believe in your success, it becomes easier to stay motivated, especially on days when you feel tired or discouraged. Positive support is like a strong wind that pushes your learning forward.
That's so true, Adam. And if you don't have people nearby who speak English or support your learning, you can create a positive environment online. There are many websites, apps, and communities where learners connect, share tips, and practice together. Joining these groups can make your learning journey feel less lonely and more fun. You can ask questions, find new friends, and celebrate your progress. Remember, learning is better when we do it together, even if it's through a screen.
Also, try to fill your environment with English materials that inspire you. This could be simple things like sticky notes with new words on your wall, English books on your desk, or posters with motivational quotes in English. Seeing these materials every day reminds you of your goals and keeps your brain in English mode. Even listening to English music or podcasts while doing other tasks helps your brain get used to the language naturally, making your learning more effective.
Creating a positive learning environment also means being kind to yourself. Learning a new language is not easy, and sometimes you will face challenges or feel frustrated. Instead of getting upset, remind yourself that mistakes are part of learning. Celebrate your small wins and be patient. Give yourself breaks when needed, but come back to your practice with a fresh mind. A positive attitude toward yourself is just as important as a good study space.
So, friends, take some time this week to think about your learning environment. Can you find a quiet, comfortable place to study? Can you connect with positive people or groups who support your English? Can you add inspiring English materials around you? Small changes in your environment can make a big difference in your motivation and progress. When your environment supports your goals, learning becomes easier and more enjoyable.
To finish this part, remember that your learning environment is like the soil for a plant. If the soil is good and healthy, the plant will grow strong. If the soil is poor, the plant will struggle. By creating a positive environment for your English, you give yourself the best chance to grow and succeed. Keep this habit in mind, and you will see your English skills blossom beautifully. Reading in English every day is one of the most effective habits to improve your language skills. When you read, you see new words, sentence patterns, and ideas, which help your brain learn how English works naturally. It doesn't have to be difficult. Even simple stories or easy news articles are great. The key is to read something interesting and understandable so that you stay motivated and enjoy the learning process.
Choosing the right reading materials is important. If the text is too hard, you may feel frustrated and stop reading. Instead, select books or articles that match your level. For beginners, children's books, graded readers, or short online stories are perfect because they use simple words and clear sentences. Reading regularly helps your brain recognize words faster, making you more confident in understanding and speaking English.
Reading also improves your spelling and writing skills. When you see words written correctly, your brain remembers their spelling and how sentences are structured. Over time, this helps you when you want to write or speak. For example, reading stories repeatedly helps you remember common phrases and expressions, making your English more natural. It's like learning from a patient teacher who is always with you.
Besides books, you can read subtitles on movies or videos, posts on social media, or short news headlines. These everyday materials expose you to practical English and make learning fun. Making reading a daily habit, even for just a few minutes, strengthens your English foundation. Writing down new words or interesting sentences can also help you remember and use them later in conversations.
Reading aloud can be very helpful too. When you read aloud, you practice pronunciation and improve your fluency. It helps your brain connect the written word with how it sounds, which makes speaking easier. Don't worry about mistakes when reading aloud. Focus on enjoying the process and learning at your own pace. Over time, you will notice your speaking skills improving naturally.
If you encounter difficult words while reading, try to guess their meaning from the sentence before using a dictionary. This helps you think like a native speaker. Remember, the goal is to enjoy reading and learn step by step. The more you read, the more confident you will become with English grammar, vocabulary, and culture, all of which make your language skills stronger.
To summarize, reading daily opens many doors to better English. It grows your vocabulary, improves your spelling, and shows you how to form sentences correctly. It builds confidence and gives you ideas to use in speaking and writing. Start today with something simple and interesting, and make reading part of your daily routine. This habit will help you improve your English and your life in many ways.
One of the most important habits to improve your English is to set clear goals. When you have clear goals, you know exactly what you want to achieve and can plan your learning better. Without goals, learning can feel confusing and slow because you don't have a direction. For example, your goal might be to learn 10 new words each week or to be able to introduce yourself confidently in English. Clear goals help you stay focused and motivated every day.
Yes, Adam. Setting goals gives your learning a purpose. It makes your practice more meaningful because you know why you are doing it. For beginners, it is helpful to start with small, easy goals and then make them bigger over time. For example, you might first aim to learn how to say basic greetings. After that, your goal can be to understand simple English conversations. When you reach your goals, you feel proud and ready to set new ones, which helps you keep improving step by step.
Another good idea is to write down your goals. When you write something, it becomes more real and important. You can write your goals in a notebook or on your phone. Look at your goals often and check your progress. If you see that you are getting closer to your goals, it will encourage you to keep going. Sometimes, you may need to change your goals if they are too easy or too hard. That's okay. Goals should always challenge you but also be possible to reach.
It is also helpful to make your goals specific and clear. Instead of saying, "I want to get better at English," say, "I want to learn 20 new English words this week," or "I want to practice speaking for 15 minutes every day." Specific goals help you measure your progress and give you clear steps to follow. This way, you know what to do every day, and learning becomes more organized and less overwhelming.
When you set goals, try to include different areas of English learning, like speaking, listening, reading, and writing. For example, you can set a goal to watch one English video every day or to read a short story twice a week. This will help you improve all your skills evenly. Also, don't forget to include fun goals, like singing along with your favorite English songs or talking to friends in English. Learning is easier when it is enjoyable.
Remember, goal setting is not just about learning faster. It's also about feeling successful. When you reach a goal, celebrate your achievement. This can be as simple as telling a friend or giving yourself a small reward. Celebrations keep your motivation high and remind you that learning English is a journey full of progress and joy. So, take some time to set your clear goals today and start working on them with confidence. One of the most important habits for improving your English is to practice speaking every day. Speaking helps you use the words and grammar you have learned, and it improves your confidence. When you practice speaking regularly, you become more comfortable and fluent. Many learners feel nervous to speak because they worry about making mistakes, but practicing every day is the best way to improve and feel less afraid.
Exactly, Julia. Speaking daily trains your mouth and brain to work together smoothly. Just like learning to ride a bike, the more you practice, the easier it gets. You don't need a big audience or a formal class. You can practice speaking alone at home by reading aloud, describing your day, or repeating dialogues. Speaking out loud, even when you are alone, helps your brain remember the sounds and rhythm of English better.
Another great way to practice speaking is to find a language partner or join an English-speaking group. Speaking with other people allows you to practice real conversations, ask questions, and get feedback. If you don't have anyone near you who speaks English, you can use language apps or online communities where learners meet to chat. Talking regularly with others keeps your speaking skills active and helps you learn natural expressions and pronunciation.
It's important to remember that mistakes are normal and part of learning. Don't be afraid to make errors when speaking. Every mistake is a chance to learn and improve. Focus on communicating your ideas rather than being perfect. Over time, your pronunciation and grammar will get better. The key is to speak as much as possible, even if you feel shy or nervous at first.
Practicing speaking also helps improve your listening skills. When you speak, you learn how to understand others better because you start thinking in English. Try to practice speaking about everyday topics like your hobbies, your family, or what you did during the day. This builds your confidence and prepares you for real-life conversations. The more you speak, the more natural English becomes for you.
You can also practice speaking by recording yourself. Listen to your recordings to notice areas where you can improve, such as pronunciation or grammar. This is a private way to practice without feeling nervous. Over time, you will hear your progress, and this motivates you to keep going. Remember, daily speaking practice is a habit that builds your ability to express yourself clearly and confidently.
In summary, speaking every day is a powerful habit for improving your English fluency and confidence. Whether you speak alone, with friends, or online, regular practice helps you get better step by step. Don't worry about mistakes. Just focus on communicating and enjoying the process. Make speaking a daily habit, and you will see your English and your life improve together.
Listening to English every day is a very important habit if you want to improve your language skills. When you listen regularly, your brain gets used to the sounds, words, and rhythms of English. This makes it easier for you to understand people when they speak fast or use different accents. Listening also helps you learn new words and expressions naturally, just like how children learn their first language by listening a lot.
That's right, Adam. Many learners focus only on grammar and vocabulary, but listening is just as important. When you listen, you learn how English sounds in real life. This helps you speak better because you start to copy the way native speakers say words and phrases. You can listen to songs, watch movies, listen to podcasts, or even hear English on the radio. The key is to choose listening materials that you enjoy and understand at your level.
For beginners, it is good to start with slow and clear English. There are many websites and apps that offer easy listening materials designed for learners. You can listen to short stories, simple conversations, or news read slowly. As your listening improves, you can try more difficult materials. It is also helpful to listen more than once. The first time, listen to understand the general idea. The second time, focus on new words or details.
Another useful tip is to listen actively. This means you don't just hear the words, but you try to understand and think about what you hear. You can pause the audio, repeat sentences, and try to say them yourself. This active listening practice helps you remember new words and improve your pronunciation. Also, don't worry if you don't understand everything. Listening regularly will improve your skills over time, even if it feels hard at first.
Listening to English every day also helps you improve your speaking and writing skills. When you hear new vocabulary and sentence patterns often, your brain learns how to use them naturally. This makes it easier for you to speak or write English correctly. Try to listen to different topics like travel, food, or daily life. This will make your learning interesting and help you prepare for real conversations in many situations.
Finally, make listening a part of your daily routine. You can listen while doing other activities like cooking, walking, or cleaning. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a big difference if you do it regularly. The more you listen, the more your brain understands English sounds, and your confidence will grow. This habit will help you become a better English speaker and enjoy the language more. One very important habit to improve your English is to surround yourself with English as much as possible. This means creating an environment where you see, hear, and use English every day. When English is all around you, your brain starts to learn faster because it is constantly practicing. Even small things like labeling items in your house with English words or changing your phone language to English can help you get used to the language naturally.
Exactly, Julia. Surrounding yourself with English doesn't mean you need to live in an English-speaking country. You can bring English into your daily life wherever you are. Listen to English music, watch English movies or TV shows, read books or articles, and try to think in English. When English becomes part of your daily routine, it stops feeling like a difficult task and becomes more fun and natural.
Another way to surround yourself with English is to follow English pages on social media, join English learning groups, or watch English YouTube channels. These resources give you new words, phrases, and ideas every day. You can also practice writing comments or messages in English. Even if your sentences are short, the important thing is to use English actively. The more you use the language, the better you become.
It is also helpful to spend time with people who speak or learn English. Talking with friends, classmates, or online language partners in English gives you real practice. You learn new expressions, improve your pronunciation, and get feedback on your mistakes. If you don't have English-speaking friends nearby, don't worry. There are many online platforms where you can meet learners and native speakers.
Remember, the goal of surrounding yourself with English is to make the language part of your life. This helps you improve all skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. When English is everywhere, you think in English more often, and this helps you speak more naturally and confidently. Try to add a little English to your daily routine every day and watch your skills grow step by step.
To finish, making English a big part of your life creates a positive learning environment. You learn faster, enjoy the process, and build confidence. Start with small changes today and keep adding more. Surround yourself with English and soon it will feel like a second language you use every day with ease. One of the most important habits for improving your English and your life is to stay positive and patient throughout your learning journey. Learning a new language takes time and effort, and it's normal to face challenges along the way. Sometimes, progress might feel slow, or you may make mistakes that seem frustrating. But keeping a positive attitude helps you overcome these difficulties and keeps you motivated to continue learning every day.
That's right, Adam. Being patient means understanding that learning English is a gradual process. You won't become fluent overnight, and that's perfectly okay. Celebrate small successes like learning new words, understanding a conversation, or finishing a book. These small victories show that you are moving forward. When you stay positive, you build your confidence, which makes learning easier and more enjoyable.
It's also important to avoid comparing yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace, and what matters most is your personal progress. Sometimes, seeing others speak English fluently can make you feel discouraged. But remember that they also started as beginners. Focus on your own goals and celebrate how far you have come. This mindset helps reduce stress and makes your learning journey more peaceful.
If you ever feel stuck or frustrated, try to take a short break and do something you enjoy. This can refresh your mind and give you new energy to keep learning. Surrounding yourself with supportive friends or language partners can also encourage you when you feel down. Positive support and patience go hand in hand and create a healthy learning environment where you can grow without pressure.
Remember, mistakes are not failures. They are part of learning. Each mistake teaches you something new and brings you closer to your goal. Instead of feeling bad about errors, try to learn from them and move forward. Staying positive helps you build resilience, which is essential for mastering English and achieving success in any area of life.
To sum up, staying positive and patient helps you enjoy the learning process and face challenges with confidence. Keep believing in yourself, celebrate your progress, and don't rush the journey. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. With a positive mindset and patience, you will improve your English and grow as a person every day.
Now that we have talked about 10 powerful habits to improve your English and your life, the next important step is to learn how to make these habits part of your daily routine. Building new habits can feel difficult at first because our minds and bodies are used to doing things a certain way, but with patience and consistent effort, you can make these habits natural and easy over time. The key is to start small and be consistent every day, even if it is just for a few minutes.
That's a great point, Adam. For example, if you want to practice speaking every day, you can begin with just 1 minute of talking out loud about your day or your plans. It doesn't have to be perfect or long. The important thing is to do it regularly. As you continue, you will notice that speaking for 1 minute becomes 2, then 5, and eventually much longer. This slow and steady approach helps your brain accept the new habit without feeling overwhelmed or stressed.
Another useful tip is to link new habits with things you already do every day. For instance, you can listen to an English podcast or music while you are walking or cooking, or you can read a short English article after breakfast. When you connect new habits to existing routines, it is easier to remember to do them. This technique, called habit stacking, helps you build good habits naturally and saves time in your busy schedule.
It is also important to set clear goals for your habits. Instead of saying, "I want to improve my English," try to be more specific, like, "I will practice speaking for 5 minutes every morning," or "I will listen to 1 English podcast episode each day." Clear and measurable goals help you track your progress and keep your motivation high. When you see how much you have improved, you feel proud and excited to continue learning.
Don't forget to be patient with yourself during this process. Some days you may feel very motivated, while other days it may be harder to focus. This is normal. What matters most is that you keep trying and never give up. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and remind yourself why you started learning English in the first place. Positive self-talk and encouragement help you stay on track and enjoy your learning journey.
Finally, try to make your learning fun and interesting. Use games, videos, songs, or conversations about topics you love. When learning feels enjoyable, you are more likely to stick with your habits long term. Remember, the goal is not just to learn English, but also to improve your life by gaining confidence, new opportunities, and personal growth. Making these habits part of your daily routine is the best way to reach your goals step by step.
So, start today by choosing 1 or 2 habits from our list and find simple ways to practice them every day. With time, these habits will become a natural part of your life, helping you improve your English and enjoy success in everything you do. Learning English is an exciting journey, but it can sometimes feel challenging or tiring, especially when progress seems slow or obstacles appear. One of the most important factors for success is staying motivated every day, even when things get difficult. Motivation is like a fuel that powers your learning engine. Without it, you may lose interest or feel discouraged. So today, Julia and I want to share many useful tips and ideas that will help you stay motivated while learning English, making your experience enjoyable and rewarding.
Absolutely, Adam. Staying motivated starts with understanding your personal reasons for learning English. Everyone has different goals. Some want to travel the world, some need English for work, others want to watch movies without subtitles or make new friends. When you clearly know why you are learning, it becomes easier to stay focused. Take some time to think about your goals and write them down. You can put this list somewhere visible, like on your wall or phone, so you remember your why every day.
Another important motivation tip is to set small, achievable goals. Big goals can feel overwhelming and far away, but breaking them down into smaller steps makes them manageable and less scary. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be fluent," say, "I will learn 5 new words today," or "I will practice speaking for 10 minutes. When you reach these smaller goals, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine, which gives you a feeling of happiness and success. This reward keeps you motivated to continue learning.
It's also very helpful to track your progress regularly. Use a notebook, an app, or a calendar to write down what you study or practice each day. Seeing a record of your hard work reminds you how far you have come and gives you confidence. Sometimes, when motivation is low, looking back at your progress can boost your energy and encourage you to keep going. Remember, learning a language is a long-term project, and every little step counts.
A key to staying motivated is to make your learning interesting and fun. If you only study grammar rules or memorize vocabulary lists, you may get bored quickly. Instead, try to include activities that you enjoy, like watching English movies or series, listening to music, reading stories about topics you love, or playing language games. When you enjoy your learning, you naturally want to spend more time with English, and this increases your motivation without forcing yourself.
Don't forget the power of a positive mindset. Sometimes, learners feel frustrated by mistakes or slow progress and start thinking, "I am not good at English," or "I will never learn." These thoughts are harmful because they reduce motivation and create fear. Instead, try to replace negative thoughts with positive ones, like, "I am improving every day," or "mistakes help me learn." Being kind and patient with yourself makes learning more enjoyable and keeps you motivated even when challenges come.
Social support is another powerful motivation booster. When you learn English with friends, classmates, or online partners, you feel more connected and inspired. Sharing your goals, successes, and difficulties with others can give you encouragement and new ideas. Joining English clubs, language exchange groups, or online communities allows you to practice speaking and build friendships with people who understand your journey. Feeling part of a learning community makes motivation stronger and more fun.
Setting rewards for yourself is a simple but effective way to stay motivated. After reaching a goal, give yourself a small treat, like watching a favorite movie, eating something you love, or taking a short break. Rewards create positive associations with your learning habits and encourage you to continue. Just be careful not to give big rewards that might distract you or make learning feel like a chore. Small celebrations help keep your energy up without losing focus.
It is also important to remind yourself that motivation naturally changes. Some days you will feel very excited, while on others, less so. This is normal and happens to everyone. The key is to keep going even when motivation is low. Developing discipline means doing your practice regularly, whether you feel motivated or not. Over time, this creates a strong habit that does not depend only on your feelings. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You do it every day because it is good for you, not because you always want to.
To avoid losing motivation, it is good to vary your learning activities. Doing the same thing every day can become boring and reduce interest. Try to mix speaking, listening, reading, and writing, and explore different topics and formats. For example, one day you can watch a documentary, the next day read a short story, and the next practice speaking with a friend. This variety keeps your brain active and curious, which helps maintain motivation and improve your English more completely.
Lastly, don't forget to take care of your overall health. Eating well, sleeping enough, and exercising regularly help your brain work better and increase your energy levels. When you feel physically healthy, you are more likely to feel motivated and focused on learning. Taking breaks and relaxing are also important because they prevent burnout. Learning English should be a joyful journey, not a stressful task. Balance is key to long-term motivation and success.
So to summarize, staying motivated while learning English means knowing your reasons, setting small goals, tracking your progress, making learning fun, having a positive mindset, getting social support, rewarding yourself, being disciplined, varying your activities, and taking care of your health. These tips work together to keep your motivation strong and your learning effective. Remember, every day you spend learning English brings you closer to your dreams and opens new opportunities for your life.
Keep believing in yourself, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. Motivation may rise and fall, but with these strategies, you will keep moving forward no matter what. Learning English is not only about language, it is about growing as a person and opening doors to a better future. We hope this section helps you stay inspired and excited on your English journey. Let's talk about something very powerful, but often ignored: your daily routine. When you learn English, consistency is much more important than perfection. That means doing a little bit every day is more helpful than studying for many hours only once a week. When you make English part of your daily life, it becomes a habit. And when something becomes a habit, you do it without thinking too much about it. This is how real progress happens and how your confidence begins to grow.
That's right, Adam. A daily English routine doesn't have to be complicated or stressful. You don't need to spend hours every day. Even 15 to 30 minutes of focused learning can make a big difference if you do it regularly. For example, in the morning, you can listen to an English podcast while brushing your teeth or having breakfast. In the afternoon, you can read a short article or watch a short video in English. In the evening, you might try writing a few sentences in a journal or reviewing the new vocabulary you learned that day.
The secret is to connect English with the things you already do. If you check social media, follow English pages. If you like music, listen to English songs and try to understand the lyrics. If you enjoy watching shows, start with English subtitles and then challenge yourself by turning them off. Your routine should feel natural and enjoyable, not like a heavy task. The more English fits into your daily habits, the faster your brain learns and remembers the language.
Another great part of a daily routine is creating a study environment that supports your learning. Keep a notebook or flashcards close by. Set reminders or use mobile apps that encourage daily practice. Maybe choose a regular time every day when you do your English practice. Your brain loves patterns, and when you study at the same time each day, it becomes easier to stay focused and make learning automatic. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present, even for a short time.
And when your routine is strong, something amazing happens. You stop asking, "Am I improving?" because you can feel the improvement. Your listening gets better. You understand more words. You find the courage to speak. A good daily routine builds confidence step by step. You don't always need motivation when you have a routine. Even on days when you feel tired or busy, your habit will help you stay on track. That's why a daily English routine is not just helpful, it's powerful.
So here's a simple plan to follow. Start small. Maybe just 10 minutes a day. Add one new habit at a time, like listening in the morning, reading at lunch, or writing before bed. Keep it flexible. Some days you'll do more, some days less, and that's okay. The key is to keep going. You are building a bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. And that bridge is made with small daily steps that become stronger each day.
To wrap up this section, remember this. If you want to speak English fluently and confidently, don't wait for the perfect time or mood. Start today. Create a daily routine that fits your life, even if it's very simple. Stick with it. Stay patient. And watch how your English begins to improve, not because of luck, but because of your smart and steady efforts every single day. As we come to the end of today's podcast, Julia and I want to thank you, dear listeners, for spending this time with us and learning about these 10 powerful success habits that can improve your English and your life. Remember, these habits are simple but strong tools. When you practice them every day, they help you grow your skills, boost your confidence, and open many new doors for your future. The journey of learning English is a wonderful adventure, and every step forward is a victory worth celebrating.
Absolutely, Adam. Learning a language is much more than memorizing words or grammar rules. It is about changing the way you think, connect with people, and see the world. These habits we shared today are not just for English learning. They are habits that help you become a better learner, a more positive person, and someone who never gives up on their dreams. Keep practicing, stay patient, and believe in your ability to succeed.
Before we finish, we want to remind you to subscribe to the English Globe YouTube channel if you haven't already. Subscribing helps us grow and allows you to get new lessons and podcasts every week. Also, please like this video if you found it useful. It really supports our work and motivates us to create more helpful content for you. And if you want the full written scripts of this episode to read and practice, check the comments section below, where we have shared a link to our WhatsApp channel.
We love hearing from you too. Please leave your comments, questions, or suggestions about this episode or any topic you want us to cover in the future. Your feedback helps us make the best lessons for your needs. Remember, learning English is a community effort, and together we can improve faster and have more fun.
Thank you again for listening and for being part of the English Globe family. Keep using these habits every day, stay motivated, and enjoy your English learning journey. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see you in the next episode. Until then, take care, keep practicing, and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye, everyone. See you soon.